Okay, so here we are, and thank you for all your questions. So today's reading will be done outdoors. So before I start, just let's try this together. We can take a few moments just to connect with our inner self, with the archangels, our guides, ascended masters, and so forth. Okay, so the first 5 questions will be answered right now. So I'll start right with the first one. Okay, so this one came in yesterday from Mahalakshmi, and your question is this: what is the best way for me to connect with my higher self so that I may clearly see, feel, and understand the purpose of this body? Here goes. Your card is you won't understand what it means, so let me read it to you. So this is Heart of Plum Blossom. It says, learn divination, divine signs and omens, serendipity. Okay, so it's quite clear. So one of the things that you can do, Lakshmi, is to learn some of the signs of divination, okay, oracle card reading, or you can get your own set of cards, and as you meditate, or after you meditate, you can pick a card to help you verify some of the things that come through you. Now, ultimately, how our guides speak to us is through the feelings and some of the words that come into our consciousness when we are relaxed, when we are happy, and you're not stressed out over everything. Okay, so here are a few things you can do. Number one, make time every day. Let's say you only need about 30 minutes a day before you sleep to meditate, to tune in and ask. You can ask your inner wisdom, you can ask your guides to make themselves known to you, and to also ask specific questions, and then you can pick a card to help you verify your feelings and the guided intuition you have. Okay, always remember, all human beings are born into this world fully equipped with the ability to feel and perceive our own inner wisdom or higher consciousness. So don't let everyday life and the stress around you block you from that. Okay, so I hope this answers your question. Okay, pick up an oracle card that speaks to you, that resonate to you, and don't start playing with them, and let the divine signs and omens come to you. Okay, so the next question. The next question comes in from Ling, and this is quite a long question, but I'll just read the actual question. Is this: so I'm looking for guidance as to where my path lies in my life purpose right now. Spiritually, I feel blocked and not able to advance further. What are the lessons to be learned here? Okay, so I'll use another deck. So this one is for Ling's question. This is your card. The Bard. So the Bard is about music, poetry, myth, history, the enchantment of storytelling. Okay, so let's see. A few things that you can do. Number one, story. Okay, what are the stories that you tell yourself every day? You may want to analyze your history, starting from the time you were born, and have a look at what are the patterns that come up to you. Are there certain things that mentally you keep telling yourself, and therefore that is how you react to people? Or for example, the beliefs that you have about, let's say, relationship, about family, and about yourself. You know, how do you see yourself? You need to make a script of these beliefs and see if they are serving a higher purpose or serving a certain fear. And if it's fear-based, then you need to let it go. Okay, you know, I'll pick one more card for you. What is the lesson? The lesson is this is very appropriate. It is the journey. So the lesson is the journey. There is no destination. There is nowhere you are supposed to go. There is not a specific place or person you need to find. Okay, the lesson or the growth is in the journey itself. Okay, so at this point in life, wherever you are, this is where you're meant to be. Okay, just look around you right now. What do you see? And start from there. Okay, and one more thing: happiness is not a destination. It's not a place that you go to. It is part of the journey. Happiness is a state of being, which is how you allow things to unfold and how you make the best and bring out the joy in every situation. And the truth is, there is joy to be found in every single experience in our life. So start looking from where you are now. Okay, so I hope this answers your question. Thank you. So moving on to the third question. This question comes from Lynn. It's about energy blockages. How do I effectively remove these blockages? And she has a blockage in shoulder blade, and it feels like it's poking from the back to the front. Now, blockages to the shoulder normally indicates burdens or the belief that you are burdened. So take a look again at your life right now and your belief system. Okay, do you feel that you need to sacrifice your well-being for the sake of others? Do you feel that you need to carry on the burdens of others? Okay, now often we feel that it is a very noble thing to help people carry their burdens or to take on their lessons and wounds, but ultimately we need to see that, okay, not only are we robbing people from their opportunity to learn, but our need to be there, to sacrifice ourselves for others, often serves a validation need. Okay, we want to feel good about it. We want to feel needed. So you may want to look into this thing, because that is what normally manifests in the physical body as shoulder-related problems. So one card for you. Here we go. The King. Okay, the King is about man, authority, male energy, things pertaining to the law and justice. Yes. So are you taking on too much responsibilities that are not your own, and you know that you don't need to do it, you just want to feel empowered? Okay, so that is what the card reflects. Are you holding on too much, too tightly? And perhaps now is a good time. Your body is telling you that you need some rest. You just take a step back emotionally and let things unfold. Okay, so being the king means being comfortable, holding the space, being there, but not necessarily needing to manage and control every single situation. So I guess the advice for you would be to just step back and let things unfold for a while. Okay, moving on to the fourth question. So fourth question comes in from this one has 3 questions, writing for the whole family. I will only answer your first question. As for your daughter's question or your son's question, you can tell them to go into House of Kite page and send in on themselves. Okay, so only ask questions that pertain to you. So my question, your question is this, from Eternal Flame. My boss is thinking of moving our fund next year to set up a new fund. How would he reach a mutual agreement with the present partners? He will be taking us along. Would it be successful and a good move? Business question. The tarot. This is fun. Oh, not very good shuffler. We just take this one. This is for Eternal Flame. Oh, the cards today. Your card is card 0, the Fool. Okay, the Fool simply means letting go. Well, generally, I would say this card is a good fortune card. Things will unfold peacefully, smoothly, but not in the way that you expect it. Okay, so what it also means, the Fool is learn from the process. Okay, do not be too fixated to specific outcomes, and very important is there will be hidden opportunities if you allow yourself to look Okay, so normally people don't, they miss opportunities when they become too fixated with a specific outcome. For example, it's like, oh, this business or relationship did not turn out the way I wanted it to be, and therefore it must have failed. Okay, whereas what you could have done is take a step back and see, okay, now that this is happening, what is this teaching me, and how can I grow from this situation? Okay, and with the Fool, things will be out of hand, not what you expect. Okay, but be guided and proceed with an open heart. So that is very, very important. Okay, and one more hint for you, this card is also about freedom. So this is an opportunity to free yourself from some of the old restrictions that you may have been thinking of trying to get out of. Okay, so this is a hidden opportunity card. Okay, so the next one will be our fifth question, the last one for this session. This is from Emily. So Emily's question is, what does my temporary guide want me to learn? What does my temporary guide want me to learn? Okay, so I need to tune into your temporary guide. Let's see. Getting a sense of very strong lotus energy. Let me double check if it's Kuan Yin or perhaps Isis. Did you see that? Heart of the lotus. The cards are not marked. Okay, so Heart of the lotus. So most likely it's let's say it's Kuan Yin, or the lotus essence itself, healing, balance, working on the heart and crown chakras. So at this point in time, there's still some healing to do with your heart chakra. Now the heart always deals with love, unconditional love, and acceptance. To whom? To yourself, not to someone else. Okay, so you need to redirect a lot of this attention, care, and unconditional love to yourself. Okay, are there parts of you that are still unhealed? Childhood wounds, perhaps childhood experiences that are still maybe affecting you, but you're not aware of it. Okay, so go and meditate and do self-healing, healing the either the heart or sometimes the womb or the stomach as well, the lower chakras. They need some attention. And also I'm feeling a little bit on the emotions, emotional side, the water element of the body also needs a bit of attention. Try swimming, going by the sea, or going for a boat ride, or meditating by the ocean. I think that will be very, very helpful. Yes. Ultimately, your guides want you to know. Yes, and this is Kuan Yin stepping forward. Your guide wants you to know that everything that happens is not a punishment to you. To answer your question, that if there is anything wrong that you've done in your past life, nothing of that sort. Okay, whatever has happened to you is unrelated to whatever past life, and it's definitely not a punishment to you. So you need to see that. You need to see that it is not your fault, and in no ways are you condemned, and to allow your wounds to heal. Okay, guilt, the feeling of guilt, does not serve any purpose at this point in time. So give yourself time to heal. Give yourself a deadline to let go of the guilt, and then allow yourself to step away, giving thanks to whatever experience that has happened, and taking back all your power, taking back all your responsibility to heal, and then you can move forward. So this is a very sensitive time for you. You may feel that everyone is getting on your nerves, or the energies are very strong. Okay, spend some time alone if you must. Go to islands or spiritual retreats just to get away and nourish yourself. Okay, so that will be at the end of our first segment of 5 questions. So I'll be doing the next 5 questions very soon, and Thank you for all your questions.